so when we get to the island of Cayo Perico, what we're going to immediately do is jet for the motorcycle that's going to be right in front of us. And I'm going to show you guys how we're going to be getting to the tower in a matter of minutes, avoiding all the guards and the cameras. So we're going to go right about here. Just avoid trying to smack into one of these bushes because they are very unforgiving. You don't want to do something like this where you're just driving along all of a sudden, then there's a bush and then you smack into it just like I did. This is definitely something you guys want to go ahead and avoid, so just try to stay off to like the left or something like that. And just know that the branches are not bendy over here in Cayo Perico, kind of like how they are in Red Dead, so let's hope GTA 6 has bendy branches. Right when we get to this part, we're going to go a little bit left. You see this jump right in front of me? We're going to jump this, boom! And then we're going to cross the second one right here. Go a little bit slow. We don't want to run into one of the mangrove trees right here. Alright, we're going to go a little bit up. Now, this is something you guys are going to need to pay attention to, is the guard that is looking basically towards the ocean that's going to mess us up. So what I do usually is I just pop open my map real quick, and we're just going to go ahead and watch the guard and make sure that he's turned around. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait for the guard to turn around, and then I'm just going to go. And there's like a big jump right in front of me, so we're going to jump that dirt hill, and then we're going to land like on the other dirt hill there. And it's going to go good. We're just waiting for the guard to stop looking. Alright, there you go. So let's go. Now, when you guys jump this, go a little bit off to the right. You don't want to land in the ocean. Bam, just like that. Perfect. Then we're just going to crawl up this way. Continue to make our way over here. Watch out, don't go in the ocean. Go a little bit right here. So I'm just going to wait on this hill just for a second to make sure that all of the personnel has gone, all the enemies. We're just going to go right through here. And then go up this part right here. We're going to avoid the camera off to the right of us. And then I don't want to run into any guards. That's why I'm going a little bit slow here. And there's the tower right up there, you guys. So literally all I have to do now is just gun it and get to that tower to where we can go ahead and start scoping, you know, the main compound here. It's that simple and it's that easy. This is a method I've been using for years in the game to get myself to here, this point, and avoid all of the guards, all of the cameras. So let's go through a couple more things that I want to go ahead and talk about in the video to help you guys out, is potentially, you know, what type of stuff do we want to be going for? Well, since I'm going to be running most of my Cayo Perico solo, main targets don't matter, but I want to go ahead and talk about, you know, main target and then secondary loot. So there's like your main loot, which is going to be over at the compound, and then your secondary loot, which is going to be spread out throughout the island. And I just want to go ahead and talk about the profitability of those things here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm climbing up the tower. I would want to do this anyways because of a great method that we can be using to get back to the airport super fast. So we're going to go ahead and hack this real quick. So all we have to do is just match up the number on the top. And then we just play around with these wires real quick. So that's like all that we're doing. Kind of like a little bit of a hack here. And if you can see that the wires aren't going to match up, of course, we're going to want to go ahead and replace the wires. So we're just going to play around this for just a second here. So we're going to put this one down here. Then we're going to put the middle one up here. And then we're going to put this one in the middle part. Bam, right there. Just match the number 33. So what that does is gives us access to the security cameras over at the compound there. And then we're going to go ahead and sift through this, and we're going to talk about main loot. So what we're looking for here, of course, is main target loot, which is going to be gold bars. It's going to be money, and it's going to be paintings. Now, of course, the best is going to be gold bars. If you guys could fill up your duffel bags with gold bars, that is the best thing to take off of the island. Other than that, it's going to go paintings, and then it's going to go cash, okay? And then, of course, you guys would want to be going for, if you can get it, the panther statue, if you have something like that, and or the pink diamond. I still believe that the pink diamond is the best, but if you don't get the pink diamond, then, you know, it's unfortunate. You're probably going to end up getting something else. And if you guys don't like what you get, what you can do is just restart the scoping and come back here, which is pretty easy to do. So there's like a painting right there. There's some gold bars. But once again, I do plan on doing this solo. I don't run this necessarily too often with friends or anything like that, or just randoms, because I can just get this done so much quicker by myself and collect all the money. So then also there's going to be a safe in El Rubio's office that we're going to be going after that can have some gold bars in it depending on, and we're just going to keep sifting through here. So there's like some cash right there. Cash is trash. That's what I always tell myself. And there's like nothing in that room. Doesn't matter anyways for any of this stuff. We're just going for the main vault. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's anything good in the main vault. And I have to go after this thing right here. But we can still get some good money out of doing this completely solo. I can probably get about $1.5 million off of everything that I scoped. But we're not done scoping yet, okay? That's just the compound real quick. And there's one other thing that we're going to go ahead and scope. And this is just for particularly solo players. And this is what I do every single time. So jump off the tower and execute yourself. Just go ahead and get wasted like that. And we're going to spawn back at the airport. Now, once we're back at the airport, what we're going to do is we're going to run for this big hangar. And I want to go over secondary loot and talk about that real quick. So we have 3 things for secondary loot, kind of like we do for like main loot, except for like the main target. Which is going to be cocaine, weed, and money. So if you guys can find like weed is going to be better than money. But if you can find cocaine is going to be the best thing that you guys can be grabbing because it's going to be the most profitable. But just, you know, be aware too, you can only fit so much stuff in your bag. So if you find a whole bunch of different things, you want to be going after the best stuff. Like for me right here, when I end up doing this heist, I'll probably end up going after, oh, right there, cocaine and the weed, and then I'll just end up leaving the cash because the cash is not as good. You know, it kind of seems weird because that's what we're going to end up selling the drugs, but the drugs are worth more money than the cash itself, so that's why we're going after the drugs. So right there's some weed, we got some cocaine, and we got some cash. I'm going to leave the cash there. I'm going to fill up my bag with the cocaine and the weed right there. And then from here, all I'd have to do is just jump back in like a boat, like the long fin, and then go to the back of the compound and then continue to go ahead and finish my heist. But from here, you guys, this is how we're going to go ahead and do this real quick. We're just going to pop open our pause menu, but make sure that we got our spawn location set to our Kusatka because we're doing the heist, right? So we just want to get back to our Kusatka as fast as possible. We don't want to have to take the plane back to Los Santos or anything like that. So if you guys just find a new session, we've completed the scoping. You guys don't have to hop in the airplane. And this is going to make it a lot faster getting back to Los Santos, getting inside of your Kusatka submarine, and then continuing on with the setup, which after this, I will have a fast and easy method completely solo on how to set up a Cayo Perico heist. And you guys can go ahead and do this like all day long and make tons of money off Cayo Perico. It's still a really great way of making money in the game. So if you enjoyed this video and it was helpful, hit like button on the way out, subscribe for new content, leave a comment, go check out my channel where we have lots of other awesome videos just like this. But from there, thank you guys for watching. My name is GRAVESIGHT and I'll see you in the next one. So peace.